Hi guys, this is Dr. Aeronautics, and welcome to Norsden Land to Neso, episode 29, I want to say. So basically what I've done is I've flown the airship all around Norsden Land, and we now have mapped every single square mile of Norsden Land. We carried around 9 maps with us, and we filled in all of the gaps in knowledge that we have to create a concise spread map of Norsden Land that we're going to analyze. And there are 14 unique biomes to Norsden Land. Sadly, though, a desert is not one of them, which means the price of green dye is now skyrocketing because now everyone knows that there's no cactuses in Norsden Land. So now everyone is going to be like, and yeah. So don't paint anything green. Anyway. Downstairs is the subway, and that's actually what I wanted to showcase first. I've installed I guess I should call it a signal database down here. Now when I say signal, it's a logic signal, and basically this is it right here. So if we want to run a subway line, we can flick one of these levers, and all of the switches necessary will align. Let me bring up the map again. Okay, so here again is our map of the subway, and there are 5 lines. We, of course, are in the Capitol building station. That's where the control center is. And if I want to drive a train on any one of these 5 lines, all I have to do is flick one of those switches. Unfortunately, because there's only one person in this game, it's difficult if I, say, wanted to take the orange line to West Harbor and then wanted to take the green line. It would help if I could have a wireless tablet that I could just activate and it would switch the switch for it. But all of the switches inside the tunnels, and there's a lot more than are shown on this map, all of the switches inside the tunnels will align so that suddenly, if, for example, we were to take the yellow line up to North Center, and then we decided to become the blue line, if we hit the blue switch, we would start going on the blue line, and then we would cycle back on the blue line until we wanted to go on to a different line. So that's just an example, but there are many options. So you can see here the instructions for the yellow and red lines. All 3 of these bars are up, and then I can do this now because I'm so confident in it. If we wanted to drive on the blue line, we can do that, and now all of the switches in the tunnels have aligned for the blue line. I can do the same thing with the orange line. There we go. So now the orange line has been selected. So if I went down this, I can actually do it right now. Give us a demonstration. Let's go ahead and put the brake off. We're going to drive the subway now, and it's going to be the orange line. So you will notice now, instead of going straight on the red line, I hate these brakes. Instead of going straight on the red line, we're now diverging and going downstairs to stay on the orange line. So this is the new subway that we made. I forget if I have shown this yet. That, by the way, is the switch to go up to the blue line. And that was the switch for the green line that we just went through. And I just realized I have to stop the train now because there's a train parked here. And that's the other thing that I wanted to... Okay, we can make it here. And then we'll just go back the other... There we go. Okay. Now we're going back on the orange line the other direction. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is I got the bright idea, hey, why don't we fill the subway with signals so that we can actually, I call it the auto subway, but in reality all it does is switch the switches. But I thought to myself, what if we put signal blocks in here to make the entire operation of the subway automatic on all 5 lines? And I found out I can do it, so I could do it, but I separated the subway into 74 signal blocks and found out that we would need 150 signals and way too many circuits, and unfortunately, with Minecraft, the limitations, we just don't have enough space. If we could fit them into 1 cubic decimeter, that would work, but the fact that we need 1 cubic meter just to lay wires down means that it's just not reasonable. We just need more space. So that's a little bit of error parking that I did. So yeah, there you go. Orange line proven. And now if I go down the track again and follow the track, you will see now that the switch is switched for the red line. And there it is. So we will no longer divert. And I can actually show you the machines down here. Now this is a redstone pulse inducer set for the orange circuit, which happens to be for the orange line, to make things easy. So as it turned out, instead of it representing it with a numerical quantity, I can just represent the orange line with orange. So it's intuitive. You don't even have to read English. And here's another one for the orange line. This white one here is defective, or it's not really defective, it's just ignored. It doesn't do anything except act as a panel cover. And if we go down here, there it is right there. You can see this red and white cable down here is where the signals are transferred down. And the great thing is this RedNet system allows, here's another one for orange. This RedNet system allows multiple signals to be carried on the same line. Therefore, that's how we were able to save all the space. Because when I discovered this mod, I realized you can carry multiple signals, but only up to 16. If we could carry 150 signals on the same line, then we could put, like in real life, then we could put signals down. And here's one for the green line. And if I go all the way down as deep as I can go, there it is right now. You can see the another cable going through underneath there. So that is basically how that works. So, I'm going to go ahead back to the train now. Oh yeah, we would also need a 148 detector rails as well, which would kind of be a little bit irritating. And now, actually, you know what? Show you one more thing. So, you'll notice that this is now dirt. The reason it's dirt is because I covered the signal down there. So that's an access system that I left open. You'll find the same thing on just about every straight and level line. I basically ran it down the, here you can see there's the dirt again. If I take it away, there's the cable. I did this on basically every line to make the system of doing it simple. And well, now we can just hit the green line, and then switches are set for the green line, and back again. So now we're set for either red or yellow, depending on which line we take. So I'm very proud of that, but I'm equally as proud as the map of the map that we have completed upstairs. Drum roll, please. You're about to see Norsden land for its entirety, and here it is. Remember the original map of Norsden land? If I pause right here, so remember this exploration map here, the map that so happily dropped into our laps, and then we have this here. Look at the similarity. It is pretty much exactly the same thing. So thus, I guess we can conclude the map is correct, and you can even see the different biomes. Like, here's our snow-covered tundra plateau. Here's the swamp, the equatorial forest, the forested island, icy, whatever you want to call it, the redwoods, the temperate rainforest, the boreal forest here, the far north tundra way up here, another rainforest, another like polar rainforest up here, and then down here, of course, the meadows. So, oh yeah, and then there's also a tropical jungle down here. That basically covers, I think, every... no, there's also... The autumn woods is the only one that won't show up, unfortunately. That's in here. And then, of course, there's the toxic lands biome. But that's not the point of this episode. The point of this episode is something that's been weighing us down for a very long time. And when I mean weighing us down, it's literally weighing us down. I cannot go up. So, upstairs we have our balloon. But the balloon is kind of cheating. I mean, that's not how bats fly. The balloon just magically uses some sort of light gas to push us up. And there's no way to do anything about it. However, my friends, if you will, on the coast, the North Dunes have developed a system of flight which they claim is heavier than air. And if I open it here, you can see their flying device here. So we're going to have to ignore that. It's not a Zeppelin, but it's an airplane, if you will. I would have gotten the Flans mod except for the fact that the Flans mod's glitchy. So, putting that aside, I've also created some more cars here for moving freight around, and we have yet another 2 more trains, so that makes 4 subway cars in total. So there's only one more. There's only actually, no, there's 5, because there's 2 in the station down there, and then 1 over on the green line, which we met over there. So that means we are actually, yeah, we have actually 5 trains. So if we wanted to implement our impossible signal system, that would, oh my gosh, we have a shooter. Hello? Mr. Emergency Man? Where are you? There he is. Of course, he's on the other side of town. Oh my gosh! There's 2 of them! Wow. New Venice is so good, it needs 2 superheroes. Alright, so we got Iron Man 1... I'm sorry. We got Stone Man 1 and Stone... Wow, how am I messing this one up? We got... Oh my gosh, every name is taken. Okay, whatever. We got Golem 1 and Golem 2, only because I can't think of a better name right now. But we got to deal with the shooter. So, I'm actually going to be tricky. We're going to make use of the subway system. And we're gonna run up and get him. We're gonna ambush him from the subway. That's the great thing about these tunnels, is that you can use them. We are at Astoria, which means we have to go north to, here it is, Iron Way, and then under through the Coral Street exit to the surface, and then we're gonna get him. Surprise, I can't say it. Got him. Isn't that handy? We're also going to have to do something about this. That's the second time. No, that's the same guy. Never mind. I saw him earlier and didn't want to deal with him. So, yeah. Okay. So we have our device here, and it's morning. Yes, but we need its fuel. So they're going to show us just what it can do. I haven't seen it yet. But if you'll just ignore that it's a Zeppelin, then you can enjoy the flight and flight simulator later today, like the flight with the Zeppelin. And that's the other thing, is I was not able to park the Zeppelin here because it's too big. We need a dedicated mooring mast for it, and I don't want to build it yet. So let's grab some fuel. And here you can see the amount of resources that we now retain. I cannot believe that number. Oh my gosh. And that 16K. It's like, what are we ever going to do with that much tin space station? Or copper? Particle accelerator. Yeah, that was kind of delayed. I know. So, of course, it would naturally be a beach that we're going to test this thing out on. Just like the airship. And actually, that's exactly where we're going, is up towards the airship. And my, oh my, stop lagging out. The great thing is, we have so many resources now. As soon as these quarries finish, I'm going to temporarily suspend the quarry process. And that should allow us to drive the distance, the rendering distance, back up to normal, lifting the fog so we can finally see the sun. As well as getting rid of some nasty distance fog, which is kind of annoying, even though I kind of said that. And here it is. That's right. I parked it closer by. So, I guess the challenge of the day will be... Yes, the challenge of the day will be trying to get the airplane, as it's called, up into this cargo bay to see if it actually works, because that's actually why we designed it. In case something like this would exist. So here we go. And now we have to find a nice flat section of sand, and I'm liking this right here. So we're going to put down their powered flying machine here. It has propellers. It's basically a diesel engine on wings. And these wings do not flap like a bird's wing. So let's go ahead and fuel it up. And they've even contained a cargo box. And you can notice they have elevator controls here. You can steer the plane and stuff. The propellers are spinning. So we're going to go ahead and run it up to speed. And what they said we would notice is, when we get up to speed... Oh, come on now, don't do this. There we go. When we get up to speed... Oh, we're off. We're off! We are now flying. We are now flying heavier than air. You can now see, and look at how fast this thing is. This completely blows right out of the water. Anything... Oh my gosh. How do you even... I'm having trouble controlling this thing. Oh my gosh. This thing completely blows out of the water any speed from anything else that I've driven before. Look at how fast we're flying. Look at how quickly... We're going to fly this thing to the eastern landing. Look at how quickly we can get to Buzzacunger Beach. 4:30, 4:20, 4:10. This thing is ridiculous. And you can do a dive maneuver. We're going to go down, and then we can do a climb maneuver. Oh my gosh. The possibilities with this device are endless. Uh-oh, getting close to the water now. So we're going to pitch up again, way up to the sky again, and then let's see if we can land this thing without blowing it up. And oh my gosh, it's my airship, and woohoo, that was close. Yeah, so how the heck do I land this thing? Whoa. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can get a safe approach for landing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Alright, we've landed. This was ridiculous. So yeah. Let me go ahead and get out of the craft and then recollect it. Oh my gosh, this airplane, as it is called. Come on. How do I don't even know how to, there we go. Got it back. Airplane, everybody. Fantastic. Meanwhile, so, here we are, outside the brand new invention of Norsden land, the airplane. And we're about to take a ride in a craft that some of my friends invented. From Norsden land, if you will. And that's messed up. Okay. So, they gave me a checklist. They told me how to do this. They said the first thing that you need to do is put the mixture control in. Then you have to set the parking brake. And then you're going to want to turn the master fuel switch on, which is done. Then they said you go left, right, both. Then wait for a little bit. Put the throttle all the way down to closed. And start the engine. Okay, we're having a little bit of trouble starting the engine. So they said in case this happens, you might want to consider priming. Hey, it started. Okay, good, our engine's running. So we're here on the north dunes of Norsden land. One of our nice ships is passing right now. So now we just test the rudder, and just like the airship, the elevators, but unlike the airship, this has, as they call it, ailerons. And we test those by a new axis, which I'm not used to, called roll. And that's the roll. Okay. So there we go. Now they said that what you're going to want to do is find a nice level area without trees. Aim the airplane in that direction and then throttle up. So they said there's no electrical power to the wheels. So the way we're going to have to steer is going to be using our throttle. And the propeller is what pulls us forward. There we go. So the throttle's working a little bit. We're going to go ahead and turn the airplane into the safe direction. And then we prepare for what's called takeoff instead of upship. You have to be really careful, though, because they said that this airplane needs a few thousand feet of space to take off. So I'm aligning us for a safe trip. Okay. Okay, and they said you have to be going very fast to take off, at least 40 miles per hour, and don't push it. So right here, our oil pressure looks good, and the oil temperature looks good. So we're going to begin like we do everything, with a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, punch it, and we go to full throttle. Now they said that eventually our wheels would come up, and there we go. And we've hit 40 miles per hour. Let's try and start pitching the nose up with the elevators. We're gaining altitude, and we're flying. We are a heavier than air craft flying. This is unbelievable. Can you imagine the possibilities of this craft? I am just amazed right now. This is ridiculous. Look at how fast we're going. We're going 80 miles an hour. Our fastest train would only go like 80 kilometers per hour, which is only about 50 miles per hour. So this plane, as it's known, is fantastic. Now they said don't push the speed, so I'm not going to go past 100, but this is really fun. So now I'm going to pitch up again. As expected from gravity, we slow down until the nose begins to pitch down again. And check it out, already we're starting to reach the clouds. This is actually quite exciting. Wow. Can you imagine what what we're going to do. Well, they said not to keep it out for too long because this is a first invention and not to fly it too roughly. So they said to prepare for landing, you want to go down to about halfway and then find a good spot to land on and commit and land. So I have to do that right now, figure out a area, and they said we can use this sighting device once our ailerons are level to help us determine the safest place to land. And I'm liking right here. They said land between 40 and 60 miles per hour. So I'm going to aim for about 40 because I feel like 60 is kind of fast. Okay. I'm liking right here. So we're going to go forward a little bit. And we're going to put the plane down once we have a clear path. They said right before landing you want to chop the power and aim the wheels directly level with the ground. Let's just go over these things quickly. And after that last bush, so we're going to go to 25% power now. Just keep ourselves off the ground and now chop the power and land. Okay, we've touched, and now they said we can put the brake on to stop faster. Whoa, and we're spinning a little bit. They said if that happens to take the brake off, then try again, and we've stopped. What a machine. I am going to have so much fun in the future flying advanced versions of this. I mean, imagine what would happen if you had like a super powerful propeller. You can just go and go and go, and I hope that can happen because this is very fun. So they said the way you're going to kill the power is to take the mixture all the way down. And good, we've had the engine cut out, which is to be expected. Set the power to off and cut the fuel line. This concludes our first flight in Norsden land. And now we're going to deal with the train. And it's all been done in 8 minutes, believe it or not. Beautiful landscape. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Meanwhile, while those flight-powered machines have been getting faster, trains got themselves going on something too. Recently, a man in New Venice invented a super powerful electric motor which runs on redstone like our trains, except this redstone is at such a high current of electricity, it's ridiculous. Let's see if we can find the inventor. Thank this man, everybody. Here he is, right here with his inventive device, electromagnetic compass, and he was also responsible for building a super powerful electric motor, or rather prototyping, which we're going to build right now. And why did the sign just switch colors on me? That's kind of weird. So we're going to build a train so fast that we're going to cross the country in 1 day. Whoop. There it is. So it looks like we need 2 cab controls, 2 cabs, 2 of those super powerful electric motors, 2 transformers, 4 redstone for an unknown reason, 2 steel wheels, a steel bed and a piece of steel for an unknown reason. Not too difficult. I'm going to get those materials together and then we're going to craft them. So some materials already exist. Like, for example, steel ingot. Cross that off our list. The steel cap. Cross that off our list. Steel frame. Cross that off our list. And you only say that 3 times. Okay. That looks like it for now. So we're going to craft 2 steel wheels. And I believe that's done with 4 steel and an iron. Oh, it's going to do 4 for us. That's kind of nice. Either way, the 2 steel wheels are done. Oh yeah, we also have 4 redstone. And good. And the last really difficult thing is 2 cab controls. Oh, well, the last... I need to say the last difficult thing before it gets really difficult. So, cab controls. How thy build thee? Cab controls. Oh, that's not that bad. Super motors. Oh, okay, yeah. This is relatively annoying. Gosh, dang it. Why didn't I get the lapis from upstairs? I got 12 wire spools. You know what I'm going to do with 12 wire spools? Craft it into 2 electronic circuits. And with these electronic circuits, we're going to make the controls now, I think, unless something went wrong. 2 controls, which means we need 2 buttons, 4 levers. 2 batons, 4 levers. Done. Except we need 8. Because I'm stupid. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 blah. 2. And then... Shoot, how do I craft this again? Alright. So it's actually going to be that and that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, there we go. Yes. 2 train controls. All that remain now are the transformers and supermotors. So I'm going to pause now while I go gather those ingredients. Okay, and then we craft these so that we can make 4 more circuits. Man, I'm just going crazy with references today. Oh, that was stupid. I just could have done that. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. There we go. Silly machine. Tricky stuff is for something that I can't say because it's copyrighted. Which means we're going to need 10 steel and 20 more redstone. Wait, 10 steel? Oh my gosh, we're going to... Oh, it's okay. We should have enough to last us for some time. And I'm crafting in the wrong table. And I'm still crafting in the wrong table. 4, and... Next thing it's going to tell me is that I need... Alright, no, steel. Stupid me. Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway, because, this. 2. And... Don't. We got 2 transformers. Excellent. Okay, something is clearly wrong with me. as we now look for... Oh yeah, by the way, here's the thing. The propeller system... Can I help you? Seriously, can I help you? Actually, are you one of our inventors? Yes, you are! Wow. So, don't be surprised if he says no, but I can help you. I've just invented a super train. Okay. Got tons of plastique. Oh, yeah. Wow. We're just down to the super motors now. How we build super motor. It blew. There it is. Actually, we need... Good, we got the circuits, so we just need 4... I think it's just 8 more. Yeah, 8 more super wire bundles. Which means, for once, we're actually going to come up... Actually, no, we're not going to come up even. We're going to come up ahead, which is great. When does that ever happen? So then it's just 8, and 2 circuits. So let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bang, and what was it again? Shoot. Ah, wait, no, that wasn't... What the heck? This is so stupid. Of course, it's iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count to 8. Now let's get this. Good. Oh my gosh, we're gonna build it. We're gonna build a amazing super train for redstone. Not in the right place. Not in the right place. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. 2 transformers. 2 super motors. A random steel of steeliness. That's probably for the coupler now that I think about it. And now I need the other components. Wow. Okay. 2 steel wheels. So let's go ahead and pop those back in there so that we can free up another space. And dope. Caught that just in time. 2 train controls. And a steel frame. No, a steel cab. And a steel frame. Oh my gosh. There it is. What was that? 237 kilometers per hour? My, I think the next fastest thing that we have, gentlemen, is 90 kilometers per hour. Yes, indeed. So, there you go. Thank you, gentlemen, for helping me build this amazing craft, even though you technically didn't do anything, but it's fun to pretend. And look at that. We had copper wire in here all along. Whatever. I'm still happy with it. Now, let's go ahead and smelt down this final piece of rubber. And we're done with the train. That was fast. So, as for testing it, we're going to wait till next time. And it's going to be very fun testing, I can reassure you. So we're going to use my favorite train simulator. So we're actually going to run this thing up to 237 kilometers per hour. And boy, is it going to be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. We got so much done. It's so great. And I'm looking forward to the testing of the train and the development of the airplane. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.